You know, like when we do open houses, we have other agents do the open houses if I'm otherwise engaged or if I'm showing properties or showing other, because that's how teams work, right? We have other people in our office or on our team conduct our open houses. And so we have a seller who's a little bit nervous, and they drove 7 hours from out of state to go prepare their house for an open house. And it's supposed to start at 12. One of the questions that a lot of sellers have when you're doing all of your marketing, you're doing open houses are you going to be doing my open house?
Right.
A lot of times I am not. I work with sellers and I love working with sellers, right? And when buyers or people that are looking at open houses come in, they can kind of tell. And some people appreciate that, but some people kind of want the freedom to ask questions and not say anything that might be held against them. So I usually like to have a buyer agent on my team or someone else in the office do the open house so they don't feel a lot of pressure from the listing agent. Because sometimes it's worse than having the seller there. Well, we had something go on this weekend, all right? I had somebody else from the office doing one of our open houses. Well, I didn't know the seller was going to be there until the last minute. The seller wanted to meet them and show them all kinds of things with the house and everything. And I thought, well, I've already done that. Why do you need to do that? Well, that's the seller. They really love their house. So they were there until probably 2 minutes before the open house was supposed to start. And I get all these crazy texts. Where's your agent? I'm not happy. They're not here. And I'm thinking, just chill. You know, the open house will start in a couple of minutes. He's probably putting out signs. And he says, I want you to come here and, you know, you need to be here now. I threw on a suit and I was there in 3 minutes. I mean, I have them ready by the door just in case I have to do this kind of thing. Well, I get there 2 minutes after 12 o'clock. The agent is there, people are coming in. He said, hey, I was just putting out directionals and there were people sitting on the porch and I came in and let them in. Little did he know the seller was in the backyard already with a group of about 5 or 6 people showing the house. And so I told the seller, I said, hey, your agent's out front, you can go now. If everything is fine, it's all good. And he said, well, can I talk to you for a little bit? And yeah, he said, I really hired you. I want you to be doing this open house. And you know, it got to me a little bit and I thought maybe I need to revisit the way I look at this. Maybe we need to educate sellers a little bit more or something. And he showed me something on his phone and he said, this is what really ticked me off. And he shows me a DoorDash screen cap. He said, your agent here had lunch ordered for himself and I caught the DoorDash guy coming in. And I thought, oh, well, that's not good. Maybe you are onto something here. And that was the crux of the whole thing. It wasn't just that the agent was late, which he wasn't. He walked in right at 12 and let the people in, but the seller was already in the backyard talking to people. He thought he had caught this guy ordering lunch on DoorDash. I walked back into the house and there was a tray of cookies there. And the cookies had a note on it. To me, the listing agent. It was a company that was trying to promote themselves by delivering cookies during an open house, thinking that the real estate agent that had the listing was going to be doing the open house. So it was addressed to me. Well, the agent that's doing the open house, he didn't know what to do with them. He didn't know what it was. So they're just sitting on the table, right? All wrapped up and everything. And he's busy, he's got people. So I look at this and I'm like, wait a minute, this is a company that was trying to promote themselves, using our open house to promote themselves. They're cookies. And so I just opened them up and told everybody at the open house, hey, everybody, cookies. You know, we have cookies now at our open house. And so it was this weird comedy of errors, but at the same time, I learned a few things. Number one, better communication with our sellers, telling them why, when, where. Some things may be a couple minutes late, some things might be a little bit off, but everything is fine. You don't need to go conduct your own open houses, especially if people are sitting on your porch. They'll get in just a minute. Everything will be fine. We're not gonna lose a sale because a buyer couldn't get in 1 minute. Number two, don't believe everything on your Ring camera. Everything has other context. So buyers need to know that sellers are listening, they're watching, they have cameras, they really do, and they're probably going to interpret some things incorrectly. So it's not just important not to say what you think or say something maybe offensive, just don't talk at all when you're in the house if you think that there are cameras present, or be mindful of how you even get out of the car and walk up to the house and how what impression you might think. Some people are just a little bit overly sensitive by what they see. And the third thing is, I might need to call some people and tell them they don't need to be delivering things during an open house to a house that doesn't belong to them. That's kind of weird, but I know there was good intention. It was just a little strange.
It's strange, and there was no communication.
Yeah, no communication like, hey, I'm gonna deliver some cookies to your listing. I could tell you I'm not there right now, but I'll let the agent know who's holding the open house that there's some cookies arriving. So anyway, that was very interesting.